Hello everyone, welcome to Tungal online classes. Let us continue our discussion on straight lines. In that next problem, that is question number 49. Before that, I will solve one more problem. In the last class, I left one more problem, that is question number 45. This is different model problem. Now I will solve question number 45. In your material, question number 45, the lines p minus q into x plus q minus r into y plus r minus p equal to 0. Second line, q minus r into x plus r minus p into y plus p minus q equal to 0. r minus p into x plus p minus q into y plus r minus q equal to 0. These lines are whether form an equilateral triangle or form an isosceles triangle or concurrent form a right angle triangle. If three lines are given, p minus q into x, q minus r into y, r minus p equal to 0. It is one equation, line 1, and line 2, q minus r into x plus r minus p into y plus p minus q is equal to 0. Line 3, r minus p into x plus p minus q into y plus q minus r equal to 0. These three lines, whether these are sides of right angle triangle or equilateral triangle or these are concurrent lines. If three lines are given, just evaluate determinant of their coefficients. Suppose three lines are given, maybe they are concurrent. If determinant of their coefficients equal to 0, then concurrent lines. If determinant of their coefficients is not equal to 0, then check whether these are sides of equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means two lines are perpendicular. Once three equations are given, then evaluate their coefficients. Determinant of their coefficients. Determinant of it is like a1x plus b1y plus c1. So p minus q, q minus r, r minus p. a2, b2, c2. q minus r minus p, p minus q. r minus p, p minus q, q minus r. Just expand this determinant. If you get 0, then concurrent lines. If non-zero, then check whether they are equilateral triangle, sides of equilateral triangle or right angle or isosceles. Clearly, if you expand this determinant, you get 0. Just expand this determinant, then you get 0. Hence, given lines are concurrent. Right? Next question. Next question 49. If you expand this determinant, clearly 0, right? Next, the distance between the straight lines y equal to mx plus c1 and y equal to mx plus c2 is c1 modulus of c1 minus c2, then slope is, when distance between these two parallel lines is modulus of c1 minus c2, right? Y equal to mx plus c1 is one line and y is equal to mx plus c2 another line. Clearly these two lines are parallel lines and equations are given in the form of y equal to mx plus c, right? If y equal to mx plus, suppose line equations are in the form of y equal to mx plus c, then distance between two parallel lines formula d is equal to modulus of c2 minus c1 divided by square root of m square plus 1 or 1 plus m square, right? If parallel lines given in the form of y equal to mx plus c, then distance between two parallel lines formula. What they have given, distance between two parallel lines is c1 minus c2. When this formula becomes modulus of c1 minus c2 or c2 minus c1, only when m equal to 0. This distance is equal to modulus of c1 minus c2 or c2 minus c1 only when m value is 0. Hence, first option is the correct answer, right? Next question. Image of 1 comma 2 with respect to minus 2 comma minus 1, right? Image of this point with respect to one more point. 1 comma 2, it is given point. Image of this point with respect to one more point, that is minus 2 comma minus 1. Image of the point 1 comma 2 with respect to minus 2 comma minus 1. I will take its image as C, its coordinates are x comma y. Image of this point with respect to this point is C, or else take given point as A and point B, and this is point C. Then C is image of point A with respect to point B. And remember one thing, point and image points are equidistant from the point. With respect to which point? Means point A and point C are equidistant from this point, because we are finding image of this point with respect to this point. Image point and given points are equidistant from given point, right? Equidistance means clearly B is midpoint of AC. While finding image of one point with respect to another point, with respect to which point? That point is midpoint of image point and given point. With respect to given. With respect to point is equidistance from point and image point. Means B is midpoint of AC. Midpoint of AC. Then B is equal to B is nothing but minus 2 comma minus 1 is equal to, just use midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, means x plus 1 divided by 2, y plus 2 divided by 2. Clearly point B is midpoint of point A and its image point. Clearly point C is image point of A with respect to point B. Then equating corresponding elements, minus 2 is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2, and equating corresponding elements, minus 1 is equal to y plus 2 divided by 2. Then simplification, minus 4 is equal to x plus 1. Hence x equal to minus 5, and minus 2 is equal to y plus 2. Then lastly y is equal to minus 4. X value minus 5, y value minus 4 means minus 5 comma minus 4. That is third option. Image of point A with respect to point B is minus 5 comma minus 4. Image of one point with respect to another point, right? Next problem. Next question number 54. Equation of diameter of circumcircle. Already you know circumcenter. What is circumcenter? Point of intersection of perpendicular bisectors. Perpendicular side bisectors is known as circumcenter. And the circumcircle passes through all the vertices. This is our circumcircle and this is circumcenter. Circumcircle passes through all the vertices. And point of intersection of perpendicular side bisectors is known as circumcenter. And circle passes through all the vertices is known as circumcircle, right? And remember one point. In a right angle triangle, circumcenter lies on hypotenuse side. Once again I will repeat. In right angle triangle, circumcenter of the triangle lies on midpoint of hypotenuse side. Then what about orthocenter? Where orthocenter lie in right angle triangle? In right angle triangle, right angled vertex is the orthocenter. Let me clear that point. Suppose given triangle is right angle triangle. Suppose it is A, it is B and it is C, and this is angle B is 90 degree. Then in this right angle triangle, what is orthocenter? Right angled vertex is the orthocenter. In right angle triangle, right angled vertex is the orthocenter. Then what is circumcenter? In right angle triangle, circumcenter lies on midpoint of hypotenuse side. If AC is hypotenuse side, then midpoint of AC is circumcenter. Remember, in right angle triangle, circumcenter lies on midpoint of hypotenuse side. Orthocenter, right angled vertex is the orthocenter. In right angle triangle, right angled vertex is the orthocenter. In right angle triangle, circumcenter lies on midpoint of hypotenuse side. Right? Before finding equation of diameter of this circumcircle, check whether this triangle is either equilateral or right angle or isosceles. Usually majority questions are on of right angle triangle only. Just find slope of first line. Take line 1, L1, whose equation is 3x plus 4y minus 7 equal to 0, implies what is slope of line 1? Tell me M1 value. First conclude whether given triangle is either right angle triangle or not. Right? Tell me slope of line 1. Line 1 means here one side. It is one of the side. Line 1 is one of the side of the triangle, right? M1 is equal to minus 3 divided by 4. Why? Because it is like ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Minus a divided by b. And line 2. Line 2 equation is 3x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. What is its slope? Minus 3 divided by minus 1, that's equal to 3. And third line L3, whose equation is also given. Then 3x, sorry, not 3x, 8x minus 6y plus 1 equal to 0. Its slope is M3, that's equal to minus 8 divided by minus 6. Minus 8 divided by minus 6, that's equal to 4 divided by 3. Just look at M1 and M3. Product of slopes equal to minus 1. m1 into m2 is equal to -1 implies m1 into m2 is equal to clearly -1. If you multiply these two slopes, clearly you get -1. Product of slopes equal to -1 means L1 is perpendicular to L3. Clearly it is a right angle triangle. L1 is perpendicular to L3 means which one is hypotenuse side? These two lines are perpendicular. This is line 1 and this is line 3. Line 1, this is line 2. If L1 is perpendicular to L3, then L2 is hypotenuse side, means circumcenter is on line 3. If once this is circumcenter, then line 3 itself is diameter. Right? Clearly it is circle. If given triangle is right angle triangle, then circumcenter lies on hypotenuse side. This is circumcenter. Circumcenter lies on line 2. Circumcenter lies on line 2 means L2 itself is diameter of this circumcircle. Means what is equation of the diameter? Line 2 equation. Which one is line 2? This is 3x minus y plus 5 equal to 0. 3x minus y plus 5 equal to 0 is equation of diameter of the circumcircle. In this case, line 2 is diameter of circumcircle, right? Hence third option is the correct answer. Next question. Point A 5 3, point B 11 minus 5, C 12 T. If angle ACB is equal to 90 degree, then T value. Angle C is 90 degree. Clearly these points are from the right angle triangle only, right? What they have given? Angle C is 90 degree. Suppose it is A, it is C and B. One more condition they have given, angle C is 90 degree, means side AC is perpendicular to side BC or else CB, right? Then what you conclude? If two lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes equal to -1. Slope of AC into slope of CB is equal to -1. Why? Because AC is perpendicular to CB, right? Slope of, from the given data, slope of AC into slope of CB is equal to -1. Why? Because one of the angle is 90 degree, means two sides are clearly perpendicular. Once two sides are perpendicular, then already we have result in terms of slope. Product of slopes equal to -1. Now tell me slope of AC. While finding slope of AC, y2 minus, in place of y2 we have t. T minus 3 divided by 12 minus 5. Slope of AC, x2 y2, this is x1 y1. y2 minus y1, t minus 3, 12 minus 5 into, tell me slope of CB. CB, y2 minus y1 means t plus 5 only. Minus of minus, it will be plus. T plus 5, 12 minus 11. That's equal to -1. Now usual simplification. T minus 3 divided by 12 minus 5 is 7 into t plus 5, right? Because 12 minus 11 is 1. That's equal to -1. Denominator expression cross multiplication. T minus 3 into t plus 5, that's equal to -7. Now usual multiplication. T square minus 3t plus 5t, that is 2t, minus 15, that's equal to minus 7. Minus 3t plus 5t, 5 minus 3 is 2, then t square plus 2t minus 8 equal to 0. Now factorization, t square plus 4t minus 2t minus 8, that's equal to 0. Then factors are t plus 4 into t plus 4 into t minus 2, that's equal to 0, implies t is equal to minus 4 or t is equal to 2. There are two possibilities. T is equal to minus 4 and t is equal to plus 2. Both the options are given. Both the options are given means both 2 or 4th. Both the options are correct. Usually in CET exam they give only one correct answer, right? Unfortunately in this question both the answers are correct, right? So both are possible. In such situation you will get grace mark, right? Suppose more than one options are possible. Usually only one correct answer they will give, right? Next, question number 59. L1 and L2 are two lines intersecting. Both are intersecting lines. They are meeting. Intersecting lines, and the angle between the image of L1 with respect to L2 and that of L2 with respect to L1 is 45 degree. Then angle between two lines L1 and L2 is. I will explain. First take two lines L1 and L2. This is L1 and L2. Right, and angle between their images they have given. Image of line 1 with respect to line 2 and image of line 2 with respect to line 1 they have given. Angle between their images they have given, right? This is image, take this as theta, and image of line 2 with respect to line 1. This is L2 prime, and image of line 1 with respect to line 2, that is L1 prime, and angle, clearly these angles are clearly theta only. Angle made by the line with its image is, if angle between L1 and L2 is theta, then angle between their image is also theta. And what they have given? Angle between L2 prime and L1 prime they have given. Angle between their images, this total angle they have given, right? Angle between their images is 45 degree, means theta plus theta plus theta is equal to 45. Angle between their images is 45 degree. This whole angle is 45 degree, right? If angle between L1 and L2 is theta, then their images also make same angle, right? Means 3 theta is equal to theta 1 plus, suppose theta, 3 theta is equal to what they have given? 45. Then theta is equal to 45 divided by 3 means 15 degree. Angle between given two lines is 15 degree. What they have given? Angle between their images they have given. Angle between L1 prime and L2 prime they have given. Right? Angle between their images is 45 degree. Then what is angle between L1 and L2? Hence, its answer is 15 degree. That is second option. Next question. L1 and L2 are two intersecting lines. if angle of, if the image of L1, image or if the image of L1 with respect to L2 and that of L2 with respect to L1 coincide, then angle between L1 and L2. In previous case what they have given, their images are distinct. Image of L1 with respect to L2 and L2 with respect to L1 are distinct, and angle between their images they have given in the previous case. But in this case what they have given, their images are coincide, and clearly L1 and L2 are intersecting lines. This is line 1 and this is line 2, L2, this is L1. In this case what they have given, their images are coincide, means overlap. Suppose clearly this is image of L1 with respect to L2 as well as L2 with respect to L1, because both the images are coincide. Coincide means overlapping. So once suppose this angle is theta, then what about this angle? This is also theta, because their images also make same angle. This angle is also theta. Then tell me what is angle between L1 and L2? Already we know this angle is clearly 180 degree, because it is a straight line. Theta 1, theta plus theta plus theta. Theta plus theta plus theta is 180 degree, because straight angle. Then 3 theta is equal to 180. Then theta is equal to 60. Angle between L1 and L2 is 60. In this problem, images are coincide. Both images are coincide. L1 with respect to L2 as well as L2 with respect to L1, right? But in the previous case, images are not coincide. Next question. Next question number 63. If the angle between two lines is pi by 4. Suppose L1 it is L2 and angle between them is pi by 4, and slope of one of the line is 1 by 2, means slope of line 1 is 1 by 2, then we need to find slope of line 2, right? Slope of other line is just by using angle between two lines formula. Tan theta is equal to modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 into m2. Tan pi by 4 is 1, that's equal to theta. Replace theta value, m1 value and m2 value, right? Modulus of m2, it is unknown, minus 1 by 2 divided by 1 plus m2 divided by 2, right? Then just taking LCM, 1 is equal to modulus of 2m2 minus 1 divided by 2 plus m2, right? Just consider 1 is equal to, instead of this modulus sign consider plus or minus, 2m2 minus 1 divided by 2 plus m2 implies, if you simplify 2m2 minus 1, 2m2 minus 1 divided by 2 plus m2, that's equal to 1. Plus or minus 1 means consider one's positive sign, one's negative sign, right? Or 2m2 minus 1 divided by 2 plus m2, that's equal to minus 1. If you simplify these two, you get m equal to 3 or m equal to minus 1 by 3. There are two possibilities. If you simplify these two, you will get m2 is equal to 3 and m2 is equal to minus 1 by 2. Just simplify. Cross multiplication and rearrangement, you will get m2 values in both cases. 3 or minus 1 by 3. Next question. The slope of the line which makes an angle 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis measured in anti-clockwise direction. We need to find slope, but what they have given, angle made by the line with the positive direction of y-axis. First understand the question. In this case, inclination not they given. This is one line. Angle made by the line with positive direction of y-axis, or angle made by the line makes an angle 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis, anti-clockwise direction. This angle is 30 degree, then this angle is also 30 degree, but our requirement is inclination. If we know inclination, then only it is possible to find its slope, right? Then clearly this angle is 90 degree, then theta is equal to formula. These two angles are clearly equal. Then theta is equal to, clearly it is exterior angle. Exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite anterior angles. So 90 degree plus 30 degree. Theta is equal to 120 degree, right? Theta value 120 means slope is equal to tan theta. Usually theta, in this case theta is 120 degree. Tan 120, 90 plus, or you can use 180 minus. Tan of 180 minus 60, right? Tan of 180 minus 60 or 90 plus 30, both are 190 same, right? Then tan of 180 minus theta, that's equal to minus tan theta, so minus root 3. Angle made by the line with the positive direction of y-axis is 30 degree, then its slope is minus root 3. That is fourth option, right? Next question, question number 69. Angle between the x-axis and line joining these 2 points. Angle between x-axis and line joining these 2 points is, right? Points are 3 comma minus 1, 3 comma minus 1, and one more point 4 comma minus 2. Suppose this is x-axis. Usually it is not x-axis, right? Angle between x-axis and line joining these 2 points. Already you know slope of x-axis is, slope of x-axis 0. Then what is slope of, take this as m1. Then tell me slope of line joining these 2 points. Suppose it is A and B. M2 is equal to slope of line joining 2 points minus 1 divided by, because minus 2 minus of minus plus, minus 1 divided by plus 1, that's equal to minus 1. M2 value minus 1, M1 value 0. Then angle between two lines formula, angle between x-axis and line joining given 2 points, tan theta is equal to modulus of, tan theta is equal to modulus of m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 into m2, right? Now just simplification, m2 value minus 1, minus 1 minus 0 divided by 1 plus 0, that's equal to modulus of minus 1 is plus 1 only. Tan theta is equal to, means tan theta is equal to, there are two possibilities, tan theta equal to plus 1 or tan theta is equal to minus 1, right? tan theta is equal to +1. Angle between the x-axis and line joining these 2 points. Then theta is equal to theta value 45 degree, 135 degree. But these two points in the fourth quadrant means clearly angle is more than 90. So theta value is 135 degree. If you solve this equation, then you get 45 as well as 35. But these 2 points lie in the fourth quadrant means clearly angle is more than 90 degree. So theta value is 135 degree. That is first option. Equation of the line parallel to x-axis passing through this point. Our required line parallel to x-axis. Suppose this is our x-axis. This is x-axis. Our required line parallel to x-axis and passing through the point -2, 3. Already we have one shortcut formula. Y is equal to y coordinate of that point. Or else, what is its slope? Slope 0. Point. Use slope point formula. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus 3 equal to 0 is our required answer. Or send it to RHS, then you get y equal to 3. That is second option. Next question. Equation of the line for which tan theta is 1/2, where theta is inclination of the line and x-intercept. Standard notation for x-intercept is small d. Small d is equal to 4 and tan theta. Here theta is inclination means indirectly tan theta is nothing but slope only. Slope 1/2, x-intercept 4. Whenever x-intercept and slope is given, then equation is m into x minus d. That's equal. Y is equal to 1/2 into x minus 4. Right? Then just rearrangement. 2y is equal to x minus 4. Then x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. X minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. X minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. X intercept. X minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Or else, if you take these two terms, just reverse negative minus x minus x. X minus d 4. Just make this in the given option nothing is there. Then what we do? Just change the key. None of these. M into x minus d, right? I will check. This is the correct answer, right? Just change the key. None of these, right? Next question. The equation of the line which makes intercepts -3 and 2 on the x-axis and y-axis respectively. Then find its equation. X-intercept and y-intercepts are -3 and 2. Then equation of the line is means x-intercept -3. Small b is y-intercept 2. then equation is x divided by minus 3 plus y divided by 2, that's equal to 1. Just taking LCM, 2x minus 3y, that's equal to minus 6, right? Then 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0. This is our required equation. 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0. That is fourth option. Fourth option is the correct answer. Clearly both x-intercept as well as y-intercepts are given. Just use intercept form. Next, the equation of the line whose perpendicular distance from origin is 4, means distance between origin and line, that is p value 4 units, and angle which the normal makes with positive direction of x-axis is 15 degree. Positive direction of x-axis means in this case alpha value is 15 degree, right? What is the situation? This is normal line, our required line is here. Normal line, angle made by the normal line with positive direction of x-axis is 15 degree, and this is p value 4 they have given. Just use normal form, x cos alpha, in this case alpha value 15 degree, plus y sin alpha. What is alpha value here? 15 degree. That's equal to p, in this case p value 4. Just simplify. X cos 15 value, cos 15 root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 root 2, right? Plus y into sin 15 root 3 minus 1 divided by 2 root 2, that's equal to 4. Just taking LCM means root 3 plus 1 into x plus root 3 minus 1 into y, that's equal to 8 root 2, just cross multiplication, or else just take it into LHS, root 3 plus 1 into x plus root 3 minus 1 into y minus 8 root 2 equal to 0. That is fourth option is the correct answer. Next question. Next question. Next question number 86. Equation of the line passing through 2 comma 2 root 3 and inclined with the x-axis at an angle 75 degree is, means our required line makes 75 degree with x-axis and it passes through the point 2 comma root 3. Clearly this point is in first quadrant. What is the situation? Just consider 2D plane. This is our line. This angle they have given 75 degree and it passes through the point 2 comma 2 root 3, means clearly is in first quadrant. Just by using this inclination, clearly inclination, inclined means inclination, angle made by the line with x-axis they have given theta value, theta is equal to theta value 75 degree. Then what is slope? M is equal to tan 75. Already you know tan 75 value. Tan 75 is 2 plus root 3. You get slope and point. Then use equation formula. Slope point formula, y minus 2 root 3 is equal to 2 plus root 3 into x minus 2. Then usual simplification. Y minus 2 root 3 is equal to 2x plus root 3 into x, 2x into root 3 into x minus 4 minus 2 root 3, right? Minus 2 root 3, both the sides get cancelled. Then 2 plus root 3, sorry, instead of taking 2 plus root 3, just take tan 75. This is also correct only, but in the absence it is not given. For that, just consider slope in other form. I will take in terms of root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. Means root 3 minus 1 divided by root 3 plus 1. This is equivalent to 2 plus root 3 only. Both are one and the same. What is slope? Tan 75. That's equal to sin 75 divided by cos 75. That's equal to sin 75 means, sorry, root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1, right? 75 means root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. This is nothing but 2 plus root 3 only. Both are one and the same, but in the given option, in terms of 2 plus root 3 is not given, means just consider root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1. Now use equation y minus 2 root 3 is equal to m value root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3 minus 1 into x minus x1, right? Now usual simplification. Root 3 minus 1 into x minus 2 root 3 into root 3 minus 1, that's equal to root 3 plus 1 into x minus 2 into root 3 minus 2 into root 3 plus 1, right? Now simplification, send it to RHS and simplification. Clearly fourth option. Just usual multiplication and simplification, you get fourth option. Fourth option is the correct answer, right? Next question. With this problem, I will stop today's class. Up to question number 86, whatever I left, you have to solve. Okay? Thank you.